just a little bit easier. I'm all for that. Your answer to the question I posed, well, no, not that one. Your answer to a caller question that we get every week. As a matter of fact, it might be the most frequently asked question that you get. People call in and say, I've got 160,000 miles on my Toyota, whatever, or something. How long will it last? You need to move that part of the newsletter this week to the FAQ page, post-haste.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. And, you know, I don't mind giving people an educated guess based on years of watching a particular car and, you know, listener feedback and all that stuff. But frankly, there's just a lot of variables there. I can't tell how you've done your maintenance. I can't tell if you changed your oil on time. You know, it's a bit of a guess. I'll give you an educated guess. But, you know, it is a guess. So bear that in mind. You know, some cars just go better than others. You know,
it's amazing that what we've seen in our lifetimes from the days when, you know, if you got 50,000 miles out of a car when I was a kid, you were really doing great. And then the Japanese came over and said, hey, we've got cars that will last 100,000 miles. And now, what? The average car out there, if you take care of it really well, you might get 175,000 miles out of it.
You know, most cars today, with good maintenance practices, are going to make 200,000.
That
Wow. But there's maintenance involved. It's just got to be done. It's not going to do it if you don't keep those fluids clean,
get your timing belt changed, and do all the other things.
All the other things. You know, it's just like tires. I hear from people who say, gosh, I only got 30,000 miles out of my tires. And I'm like, did you rotate them at all? No. Well, it cut the tire life in half. That line not rotating. Absolutely.
I had no idea.
Absolutely. Let's talk to Gary in Toledo, Ohio, because Gary knows exactly what I'm talking about. How you doing, pal?
I'm doing very well. Thank you for taking my call. Good to talk to you. My wife has a 2012 Subaru Impreza, and she takes very good care of her tires. She has Yokohama Avid on there. She's got 72,000 miles, and it's time for us to get a new set. I've called around a little bit. It seems like everybody wants to sell me Michelin, Bridgestone, Firestone, BS Goodrich. Is there really a lot of difference between those as far as traction and tire longevity and so on?
Not to my knowledge, Gary, but I'm going to tell you this. If I had a car that had 72,000 miles on a set of tires, I'd go back and get another one just like it. Seriously.
That's what she said.
That's the most miles I've ever heard on a set of tires.
I've heard that much before, but I mean, how often do you rotate, Gary?
She rotates every other oil change.
There you go. Okay.
And even though the oil change was supposed to be 7,000, I think she's got it to 6,000 because of an oil consumption problem on the car.
Yeah, that's typical. But yeah, I think I'd go back with Yokohama. I mean, a car like a Subaru with that all-wheel drive system that they've got, sometimes if you trade brands of tires, the car drives differently. Not that it drives bad, it just drives differently. And so I'd go right back with what the factory put on there. They do a lot of testing to come up with stuff like that. I'd take advantage of that and get another one. And at 72,000 miles, she's got a lot of life left in that car.
She's a good driver, school bus driver, so you know she babies her car, and so I'm going to take your advice. You've always been right there on our radio, and even if we don't have problems, you're extremely entertaining to listen to.
Well, you're very kind, Gary. Thank you. I hope you and yours have a very, very Merry Christmas, sir. We've been thinking a lot. In fact, I opened the newsletter this week by saying thoughts and prayers for our listeners in the Los Angeles area that were being affected by the fires. As I watched those the news footage of how fast those flames, and I talked to 8 or 10 of our LA dealers Thursday just to make sure that nobody was, you know, directly affected by it. And knock on wood, so far, but there's new fires breaking out now, and I really think thoughts and prayers for the firefighters. My God, what a job they're doing out there, and they got their hands full.
it's amazing to me what you said about how quickly they can spread and jump, and the wind changes direction, and all of a sudden, an area that wasn't affected, just goes up like an explosion.
And you get the valley there, and they start whipping between mountains, and they just seem to pick up speed as they go along. And that's, boy, I tell you what, you guys are in our thoughts and prayers. If there's anything we might do for you afterwards, if you have a car that gets destroyed in that, you need help, we'll go to the ends of the earth to help you at CarProUSA.com. 1-800-926-7777 is the phone number.
Car, truck, SUV, bulldozer. Well, okay, we can't really help you find a bulldozer. But for everything else, just call Jerry Reynolds.
There's a reason I'm called the Car Pro.
1-800-926-7777.
Somebody, Rich Clayton joins me right now. Rich is the owner at Clayton Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram. Rich, I've watched the car business for my entire life. I've never seen a car company on a bigger roll than Chrysler.
Yeah, it's no accident. It's all about the product. It's exciting from our perspective as it is from the customer's perspective. We've got exciting, fun to drive, great fuel economy with no sacrifice in performance. These are truly world-class cars. Whether somebody's trading in a 10-year-old car or a 3-year-old car, there's so much improvement from what they have. They recognize it immediately.
I love what they've done with Ram in particular. Every Chrysler product that I have driven in the last year, as I've always said the same thing, it's the best one I've ever driven.
Without a doubt. We can tell people that no matter what you have, we can improve upon what you're in. And if you want to know the best vehicles to drive, check out what the car dealers' employees are driving. Our parking lots are loaded with Dodge Rams.
That's Clayton Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram, Route 59 in Kent, Clayton.com.
What's at the heart of people pleasing? How about a better buying experience? Real numbers, no pressure. Everything right out front.
Right now, during the Subaru Share the Love event, when you buy or lease any new Subaru, Subaru will donate $250 to one of 5 charities. Healthy Move in Need. Subaru will donate $250 to purchaser or lessee selected national and hometown charities. See retailer at Subaru.com/share for details.
I love it when things work out like they're supposed to, and that's why I love my Auto Heat Shield. It's the custom fit windshield sunshade to protect your steering wheel and dash. It's been several years that we've had our Auto Heat Shields, and we like them so much, they're a prize each week on the show. Custom fit for your vehicle, it won't fall down like generic sunshades. Get yours now at AutoHeatShield.com. Type CarPro, 2 words, all caps, in the discount code, and get yourself 10% off. That's AutoHeatShield.com.
Why do we call it small business? Why not agile business, nimble business, and circles around the big, bulky behemoths business? Uma Office, the small business phone solution, has a virtual receptionist to direct calls to the right extension, and a mobile app to help you answer while away from the office. But all that's small really is the price, starting at only $19.95 a month. Visit Uma.com, that's OOMA, or call 866-840-8792 to find out more. Uma, the phone your small business deserves.
You want your home properly protected, and this time of year it's very important because holiday travel may have you leaving your home unattended. That's never good when it comes to home intruders looking for an opportunity to steal. But you can rest easy knowing that your home and family are protected with Simply Safe. Every Simply Safe system is a complete security arsenal. Motion sensors, glass breaking sensors, entry sensors, and a high-definition security camera. You'll have everything you need to keep your family safe. With Simply Safe, there are no contracts and there are no hidden fees. You can look, but you won't find them. 24/7 professional monitoring is just $14.99 a month. Get Simply Safe and get some rest. Just go to simplysafeusa.com and get a special 10% discount when you order today. That's simplysafeusa.com, 10% off your home security. SimplySafeUSA.com.
Alexa, play WTAM 1100 on iHeartRadio.
Why don't you ask your other girlfriend?
Okay, Google, play W.
I don't think so. Next time, ask me first.
Hey, Siri.
Really? Now you come crawling to me?
Listen using your favorite digital assistants, assuming they're listening to you.
We heard that.
Cleveland's Morning News with Wills and Snyder. This is Bill Wills. Hope you have a good weekend. Back with you Monday morning. News, sports, traffic, and weather on the 10th. You can win Camps tickets at 6:10. We'll talk about the Browns-Packers game with Andre Hunt at 7:50. Cleveland's Morning News with Wills and Snyder, 5 to 9 Monday, WTAM 1100.
weekend is evidence again that everything old is new again someday. Just hope that applies to us, buddy.
I do hope that, as a matter of fact.
Check it out. It really is a great looking car. It's at our Facebook page. You can get there by clicking on the Facebook logo at our website, carprousa.com.
Noe in Houston, welcome to the Car Pro Show.
Yes, sir. Good morning. I have a Dodge 1500 4x4 SLT Flex Fuel 4.6. I was wondering, because of the incentives and all that, I have 43,000 on it. I purchased it about a year and a half ago with 26, so I'm doing about 17 a year on average. I was just wondering, should I'm getting about 17 miles to the gallon on it, but, you know, like you spoke just briefly about that 250 getting 23 miles, you know, of course, I do want to upgrade constantly. Would it be a wise decision to do it right now, or is it a decent vehicle enough? I only tow maybe once every year, maybe twice a year, and maybe it's 2 tons at tops. I was just curious on that.
Oh, you've got plenty of truck there. I mean, if the reason you're thinking about trading is to increase gas mileage, you ain't never going to come out ahead doing that. I'll tell you.
Okay.
Just keep what you got, because when you factor in depreciation and all the other things associated, you can't get good enough gas mileage to make up thousands and thousands of dollars, even if you keep it 10 years. Now, the one vehicle that I really loved that it could work for you on is the Ram Eco Diesel, and it's a 6-cylinder, half-ton truck. It doesn't have near the pulling power of the truck that you have now, but it'll carry 7,000 pounds without any trouble. And I have consistent reports from listeners that 30 to 31 miles to the gallon on the highway, when you hold the speed down to 75, is not uncommon. So that might work. But other than that, keep what you got, Noe. You're not going to better yourself. Okay? I appreciate it. Ruben. Also in Houston. Ruben, welcome.
Well, thank you. Yesterday I had to endure blizzard conditions in Houston. I've got to ask a question. I have a brand new 3500 HD Chevy Silverado. Diesel, of course. But I'm really concerned about my mileage. I'm a good driver, but I'm just consistently getting at best 13.5, maybe 13, just in the 13 miles per gallon on that silly thing.
What year is that?
It's a brand new, believe it or not, but it's 2015. It was left in the lot for some time, only got with 58 miles. But I forgot how much it, but the thing is, it's only getting, like, say, that many miles.
Yeah. What rear end ratio you got?
They told me it was a 373 rear end.
It probably is, and that's going to be your problem right there. You're going to have a lot of pulling power with a 373, but you're not going to get the kind of gas mileage that you're looking for. How many miles on the truck right now?
Right now, I've got going close to 4,000 miles.
Okay. There's a greater break-in period for a diesel than there is for gas. So I'm going to say that's going to improve probably somewhere between 10 and 12,000 miles. Never going to be great because you got to pull in rear end, but it's going to get better.
Okay.
What's the most weight you pull with it?
I am pulling a landscape trailer, so I would say I'm pulling roughly about 7,000 pounds or less, between 5,000 and 7,000 pounds.
Okay.
Usually about 45%, about 50% of the time during the week.
You bought too much truck for what you needed, but the good news is with that diesel, it'll last you forever. You'll get well over 300,000 miles, which you wouldn't have gotten with the gas engine. So I think you did okay, to be honest with you. just don't. I don't want your expectations to be that thing's going to get you 20 miles to the gallon with that rear end, because it ain't going. But it will get better, my friend. 1-800-926-7777. 1-800-926-77. I'm getting attacked by a fly. Hate that. Get away.
We've all heard those shows that only recommend cars with eco-friendly fuel systems that run on vegetable oil and hearing aid batteries. This is not that show. This is the Car Pro Show, where you only get straight talk and honest answers about everything automotive.
Jerry's here to be your best friend forever in the car business.
Call Jerry Reynolds, the Car Pro, now at 800-926-7777.
This is the Car Pro Show. I am the Car Pro. My name is Jerry Reynolds.
800-926-7777.
If you're in the market for a new or a certified pre-owned Toyota, you got to go see my friend Jess Joseph at Don Joseph Toyota. Jess is the general manager, and she joins me right now. Jess, welcome to the Car Pro Show.
Hi, Jerry. Thanks so much for having me.
You know, I just love you guys' motto. As long as there's a Joseph name on the building, you'll find a Joseph in the building. That tells me a lot about you guys.
Oh, thanks, Jerry. I don't know if you know, but I'm the third generation of the Joseph family, so that's really something that's important to us. We've been in business for 50 years, and we want everyone to know that we're family-owned and operated, and that's how we run the store.
Well, and you guys are real involved in the community, too, and that's a big thing to me.
We know that customers like to buy cars from people that they know, so it's important to me to make sure that I'm out in the community so that when people come in the dealership, they see my face and they know that they can trust us and feel more comfortable in the car buying experience.
They're right there on the Kenton car strip. Go see Jess or look her up online at djtoyota.com.
Vanderveer Kia is the only Car Pro certified Kia dealer in all of Ohio. Since 1946, the Vanderveer family's been treating customers like family. At Vanderveer Kia, huge selection and great prices combined with Car Pro VIP treatment is the perfect recipe for success. Connect directly with sales manager Jeff Douglas at CarProUSA.com, and he'll take great care of you and get you into the perfect Kia today. Vanderveer Kia, 328 West Market Street in downtown Akron, near the Tangier Restaurant. Vanderveer Kia.
Just $139 a month. Your choice for the all-new 2018 Equinox LS or 2017 Trax LT. Only at Ganley Chevrolet, Brook Park. It's the new 2018 Chevy Equinox LS or 2017 Trax LT. Just $139 per month. That's right, just $139 per month. 24 months with $16.92 at signing, 10,000 miles a year, and no security deposit on approved credit. Only at Ganley Chevrolet on Brook Park Road or click GanleyChevrolet.com. Hurry, sale ends Monday.
And we go to Studio City, California. John, welcome. How can I help you?
What a pleasure and a surprise. I just landed a new job, and now I got the Car Pro guys live. Well, I'll tell you, my mother just recently got smashed into with her 2008 Grand Vitara, which she had grown roots into. A great car. It only had 41,000 miles on it, but it was totaled out, leading her to get something new, and similar size and shape and whatnot. So we went through the ropes and looked at everything. I really liked the Mazdas with the all-wheel drive, the little 3 Series, but we ended up opting for we got her a 2018 mid-level Trax. Not the LTZ, I believe, which was the all-wheel drive, but I believe it was an LS. Right. Out the door for 17, which I was thrilled with the price. I'm out here in LA, and our numbers are a little different, but she really likes the truck, and I didn't know much about them. I helped orchestrate the purchase long distance. My sister actually helped her out, so I'm just curious in hindsight, playing armchair quarterback, as to whether or not we should have any misgivings about the Chevy Trax.
No, not at all. I mean, they've been good. I'll tell you, that little thing hasn't been a great seller. And as hot as the smaller SUVs have been, I really never quite understood why it didn't do better. But I'll tell you, I've helped a lot of people get them, John, and they all seem to love them. So, and the history's good, too.
Yeah. The only thing that I heard about it was that the truck itself was already out there, but under another name in other areas, not maybe other countries or whatever, but it was already being heavily used under another name, and they rebranded it the Trax. for North America. That's one little old line I read on the internet. So.
And that's true, and there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, I'd rather have a proven car, even if it was proven in Europe, before it gets here. And a lot of the manufacturers are doing that nowadays. They're getting their European cars, if they're good ones, and they bring them over here. Hey, brother, we got to run. Appreciate it.
Call the average automotive show and tell them you're tall, and they're going to recommend a car that's 8 feet high, but only 4 feet long. Jerry Reynolds, the Car Pro, will help you find a car, truck, or SUV that fits you like a glove. A roomy, comfortable glove that gets really good gas mileage.
I'm Jerry Reynolds, the Car Pro. Let me help you find the perfect deal on a new vehicle by calling us on the air.
Call the Car Pro Show at 1-800-926-7777. That's 1-800-926-7777. Who's at the top and bottom of the hour? This is News Radio, WTAM 1100, and iHeart Radio Station.
Good afternoon, I'm Judy Thompson, and this is the 1:30 report. Your Channel 3 forecast from the Universal Windows Direct Weather Center. Overcast with a few flurries or snow showers possible. Temperature steady in the low to mid-30s. Tonight, cloudy with a few snow showers and a low of 28. Sunday, overcast, flurries or snow showers, a high 33. Right now, 32 degrees at your severe weather station. President Trump says Republicans can't afford to lose a seat in the closely divided Senate. At a campaign-style rally in Pensacola, Florida last night, Trump touted Alabama Republican Senate candidate Roy Moore. He called Moore's opponent, Doug Jones, a Democratic puppet who is weak on border security and crime. Jones is a former prosecutor. Alabama's Senate runoff election is Tuesday. The race is thought to be close after numerous allegations of sexual misconduct against Moore. The former judge has rejected the accusations. Secretary of State Rex Tillerson said President Trump's decision to name Jerusalem as the capital of Israel and move its embassy there did not indicate any final status for the city.
The president indicated in his statement that his decision to recognize Jerusalem as the capital of Israel and his direction to the State Department to begin the process of moving the embassy did not indicate any final status for Jerusalem.
Speaking alongside the French foreign minister in Paris yesterday, Tillerson added the final status would be left for the Israelis and Palestinians to negotiate and decide. A memorial service was held Friday for 20-year-old Jared Plessick, a Salvation Army volunteer who was gunned down last Saturday during a violent crime spree. William Ted Jones was arrested by Cleveland police after they say he fatally shot Plessick and then went on a citywide carjacking spree. In honor of Plessick, the city has renamed part of Grovewood Avenue in his honor. And the weather report has been brought to you by Exergen.
The holiday season means sharing meals, memories, and unfortunately, germs. Be sure to have an Exergen temporal scanner handy to protect the whole family from the first sign of the flu or a fever. Exergen knows something to be thankful for this year is peace of mind when taking temperature.
And your next news at 2 or when it breaks on News Radio WTAM 1100.
Hey, it's Glenn Forbes, and it's that time of year when we give thanks for all the good things in our lives. Me, I'm thankful anytime I can get a good night's sleep. But if you have sleep apnea or share a bed with someone who does, you may not feel so thankful if you're not getting relief from your CPAP machine. And you're not alone. Studies show more than 50% of people who have a CPAP machine don't even use it. Well, the future of sleep therapy is here. It's called Inspire. Inspire is a sleep apnea solution that doesn't require a mask or a hose. Inspire works inside your body with your natural breathing process. It's a small device implanted under the skin that delivers mild stimulation to keep your airway open while you sleep. Inspire is FDA approved and currently being offered in over 100 leading medical centers across the country. The freedom to sleep like everyone else is just a click away. Visit InspireSleep.com to learn more, review important safety information, and to find a doctor in Cleveland who can help you determine if Inspire is right for you. That's InspireSleep.com.
Hi, Helen. You coming to lunch today? No, I can't find my red jewelry. Oh, okay. Helen lost her jewelry. Oh, you know what? Helen is probably playing Jewel Quest on iPlay.com. Hi, Helen. You meeting the girls for dinner?
No, I'm busy with the new romance.
Oh, okay.
What is she doing tonight?
Helen says she's with a man?
Oh, she's playing Dark Romance on iPlay.com.
Helen,
It's bridge night. Want to go over early?
7, come on, baby. Show me the jewels. Jackpot.
What? What's going on? Helen is in Las Vegas with her new boyfriend, and he has her jewels. Helen is playing Las Vegas Casino on iPlay.com. Download iPlay.com for free to your PC and start your own adventure. You can choose from over 2,500 games. It's fun, easy to use, and if you like it, the low monthly payment lets you play as often as you want.
My good friends, let me introduce you to LegacyBox.com. This is a new way to digitize all of your old home movies and photos. Here's the problem. You have old photos, film, VHS tapes. You have no idea how to preserve them and the memories they hold. Well, stop letting your precious memories get lost, thrown out, or forgotten just because they're deteriorating in an outdated format. LegacyBox.com is a service that takes care of everything. You get a specially made Legacy Box. It's a detachable box designed for you to put your old tapes, pictures, and audio recordings in, and you send it back. They get your Legacy Box in a couple of weeks. You get your originals back and a perfectly preserved digital copy either on DVD or a thumb drive. And you'll get a 40% discount when you go to LegacyBox.com/rush. Get 40% off your order at LegacyBox.com/rush.
What's at the heart of people pleasing? How about a better buying experience? Real numbers, no pressure. Everything right out front.
Right now, during the Subaru Share the Love Fest, when you buy or lease any new Subaru, Subaru will donate $250 to one of 5 charities, helping those in need. Subaru will donate $250 to purchaser or lessee selected national and hometown charities. See retailer Subaru.com/share for details.
This is the Car Pro Show. We're coming to you live today from the DFW Auto Show in Fort Worth, Texas. Surrounded by shiny cars, trucks, SUVs, crossovers, convertibles, luxury cars, big pickup trucks. Something for everybody here. And there's a lot of SUVs. A lot of SUVs. And as you always say, the really great thing, besides just the dazzling eye candy of auto shows that make them a tool for people, is that you can get in and out of so many different vehicles and just see how they feel walking from one to the other instead of going to, a half dozen dealerships across town.
Well, and I'll get people that'll tell me, well, I'm 6'5" and I need to know what I'm going to be comfortable in. As I always explain, I'm not 6'5", so I can't tell you. And then you can get 2 6'5" people side by side, and one of them have a long torso, and one of them have long legs, and it's a completely different scenario on whether they're going to be comfortable or not. That's what makes auto shows so good. Plus now, the big thing is you can test drive cars at auto shows, and you get to see them all in one place. So if you have special needs, sometimes you need a certain amount of cargo area, or you have a space limitation in your garage, and your car's got to fall into a size. See them all at one time. LA Auto Show's wrapping up tomorrow. And they've had a great show this year. And I wish we could have made it after that one, but just didn't work out this year. Maybe next year.
Maybe next year.
Rick, Mansfield, Ohio. Welcome, sir, and thank you for holding. What can I do for you?
Okay, thank you, Gary. My wife's driving a Audi Q5, and I think we're thinking about trading that in. I'd like to consider. It's got a 4-cylinder turbo. It's got plenty of power. It gets good mileage. Is there another car that would have the similar to the Quattro drive in that size range? U.S. built, Ford, Chevy.
I assume she doesn't need a third row seat, right?
That's correct.
Okay. Look at the Ford Edge. Look at the Lincoln MKX, which is
the MKX.
all new. Yeah. Now, The new model is just coming out. It's the same vehicle with a different grille, and they're calling it Lincoln Novelist for some reason. They're getting away from their letters, okay? In fact, we had a picture of it in our newsletter this week. Beautiful, beautiful SUV. But you could look at it. You could look at the Mercedes GLC, depending on how much money you want to spend. But I tell you, dollar for dollar, the Ford Edge is always a really good buy. And if she likes that turbo in that Audi, she'll love that Ford EcoBoost. That thing is awesome.
That's a 6-cylinder, right?
No, the EcoBoost is a 4-cylinder. There is a 6, but it's not turbocharged.
Okay. So take a
look around, see what you think.
Okay.
Yeah, 4-cylinder, 2-liter EcoBoost engine. Got plenty of power, and I was afraid that it might not, because you can get that same engine in the Explorer, and it really does not have enough power in the Explorer, but it's fine in the Edge. So I'd go with it if I were you, probably first, and the incentives this month are really, really good.